I often get asked how I came to integrative medicine, and those who know me best get one answer, and those who don't know me get a different version of that truth. And since you're all my family now, you get the real story. It all started when I was 5 years old. Why would a 5-year-old be interested in integrative medicine? Well, I wasn't, but I was interested in the most important cultural moment of that year, the Karate Kid. My interest in integrative medicine genuinely stems from this campy, hokey, silly, quintessential 80s movie. But Karate Kid led me to Taekwondo, which led me to meditation, which led me to acupuncture, which led me to herbal medicine, which led me to Dr. Weil, which led me to the integrative medicine and residency program in my last year of medical school. That was my journey to integrative medicine. And while I had been led to integrative medicine, it was a moment while I was working on a project for that program where I knew I would commit my life to this. I was doing research for a pediatric project, and it was in David Rakel's textbook on integrative medicine. I read the words, "The benefits of ADHD are." The benefits of ADHD are. I sat back, my entire perspective shifted to see something for its strength rather than simply as a pathology. This was the world I wanted to be a part of. This was the lens in which I wanted to see and to practice medicine. This was such a defining moment for me that I posed to the class the following writing prompt. The benefits of 2020 were. And Lamise, who was the first to respond, said she was eating more meals with her children as a family. Ann Lee said it made her grateful for what she has and inspired her to become a source of comfort for others. Kelly said she was able to explore her new home of Scotland with her family. Alon said he discovered that social media wasn't his thing, but getting out into nature was. Ovis said it was an opportunity for self-reflection, and Ann Seed said it allowed her to be more creative. Lisa enjoyed the time with her family and the time without makeup. And that was it. That was it. All beautiful and thoughtful responses, but only a small handful of people actually wrote back. And sure, some people are busy. It's easy to forget. Maybe you missed the post. Maybe you're getting mad at yourself right now because you had a great idea and didn't send it to me. But then I realized something else. Maybe it's just because this year really sucked. It sucks we can't be together right now. It sucks that we are locked in our homes. It sucks we've been direct witnesses to so much suffering this year. It sucks that every time we come home from work, we fear we are putting our families at risk. It sucks that restaurants aren't safe, that airplanes aren't safe. But I took it as yet another lesson from integrative medicine. Sometimes things just suck. Sometimes we don't need to make lemonade out of lemons, and sometimes it's okay to live in that space. And I realized this is really the essence of a practice like mindfulness, being in your current state of awareness and being non-judgmental. It's not for me to project my ego, my wishes, and my desires on myself to be something I cannot. And it's certainly not for me to ask others to do the same. We learned this from Koshin in our contemplative care class, that contemplative care isn't really about making the patient feel better. It's about allowing them to be in their place. The intent of practices like yoga and meditation were not to mitigate T-cell senescence or to foster neuroplasticity. That was only an unintended consequence. Ultimately, it was just about being with yourself, who you are, and how you feel. The first of the noble truths from Buddhism teaches us there is suffering in the world. But the word suffering, dukkha, really means an unsettled feeling, a constant grasping for more, neither good or bad, simply a wave of emotions, a monkey mind. The real path to enlightenment is not necessarily seeking happiness, but rather contentment, being in your place, accepting where you are, who you are, and so here we are. Another fundamental principle in Buddhism is the Sangha, the community. And you, my friends, are my Sangha. You are my tribe, you are my congregation, you are my family, you are my Jamaat, you are my minyan. You have given me permission to be in my place. Even from such far distances, this has been my place. And so we've come to see this week that this place, this fellowship, is not a physical space, but a spiritual one, a divine one, and hopefully an everlasting one. So my wish for all of us is to not focus on the good moments, to force the focus on the good moments in a really bad one, but rather to take the most from the bad one and to become better to our patients, better members of our family, better members of our community, and better to ourselves, not in spite of it, but because of it, and together. And I'd planned to close this with a few words from my favorite sage, Mr. Miyagi, but I came across a quote from David White, and since there's a recurrent theme here of David White, I'll end on that. When your eyes are tired, the world is tired also. When your vision has gone, no part of the world can find you. It's time to go into the dark where the night has eyes to recognize its own. There you can be sure you're not beyond love. The dark will be your home tonight. The night will give you a horizon further than you can see. You must learn one thing: the world was made to be free in. Thank you all so much.